exam is preparedness, and this kind of preparedness is required at every sphere. Even in sports, I would give you the example of SOURAV. In Swanton 11 game, he was in the fielding side, and he was at short fine leg, and Ramadin was bowling. He saw the bowling arm moving, and the batsman was Junior Barrington, and he lifted his bat, and suddenly SOURAV started running. And you know, I was wondering, why has he gone mad? And then Ramadin bowled, batsman hit it, and the ball, as he expected, had gone to the deep fine leg, where he took a marvelous catch. This is called preparedness. Friends, I am very sorry I have delayed by about 5 weeks on this episode, which is 53rd episode of hashtag success sauce, hashtag exam menace 3.12. That is chapter 3, part 12. And here we are going to learn about exam as a difficult item, why it is and why it should not be. Please like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you do not miss the next episode, which will not be as late as this one. And this will make you alive to the situation. We would talk about exam, and exam is causing fear psychosis in anybody, be it a little kid, be it an adult person. The word exam means he has to tie himself up with respect to his concentration, with respect to time discipline, with respect to understanding the teacher where he is trying to test him. These 2-3 things, along with the fear that if I do not succeed, I will miss a promotion, I will miss a great opportunity, and things like that. That nervousness. So all put together makes us very anxious and tentative. I'll give an example here on Ranapratap. Ranapratap, who was so courageous person, how did he become courageous person? And what are the manifestations? Ranapratap used to go for hunting, and while hunting he faced a tiger right in front of him, and he stared at the tiger with the same ferocity that tiger was staring at him as a prey. Tiger will eat him up, and he was staring at him how he will kill the tiger, and fast enough he pulled his spear and killed the tiger before it could pounce. It did pounce, and that helped the spear to go inside his body. And this type of courage and presence of mind was because of his illustrious guru, who had put him to various tests, I would say torturous tests. He had gone to attend the guru's classes, and he had forgotten something, and guru could have asked him to bring it next day, but he did not. He said, you must come back by 10 minutes with that item from his house or the tree where it has been kept. And he kept on running. He was getting out of breath. Even then he was running because He has to reach by 10 minutes as per Guru's words, Guru's dictate. And he did reach 1 second before 10 minutes, and he was almost dead. That was the type of torturous lesson that his Guru put him to, and that had helped him in winning many battles and wars with Akbar, when Akbar was cruel enough to put him to torturous situations, and he came out of it successfully. I will give you another example of discipline, how discipline is overcoming an exam. When I was in an organization as working as general manager, normally I used to go at 9 o'clock, although the office starts at 10 o'clock, 1 hour before time, so that if there is any leftover files, etc., I have time to clear it with peace of my mind. And before 9 o'clock, it seemed the whole cloud has gathered together and it has become a black morning, almost dark atmosphere. And I feared that possibly heavy rain will come. And instead of 9 o'clock that day at 8:30, I reached the office to avoid the rain. And lo and behold, the rain came, and rain came with a profuse ferocity and unstoppable. It went on for 6 or 8 hours, and the water logging was up to the chest level at the place where our MD was staying. And MD was frantically giving a ring to the office. Nobody has come except me. When he gave me a ring, I said, "Yes, sir, I have come to the office." He said, "How?" I said, "Before the rain broke." He said, "My God, you have saved me. There is going to be a very important meeting. Managing director of so-and-so organization is going to come. Can you please come to my office through the waterlogging? Because my office to his office, I have got to cross waterlogged area, knee-deep waterlogged area." So I had crossed the knee-deep waterlogged area, reached my MD's office, and MD from the other organization came at the right time. And in the drenched condition, I had attended the meeting, answered all his points, and questioned him for our points, and the meeting was over. And that particular day, there was a very, very important meeting with lawyer. And see, exam means preparedness. Exam means knowing that others do not care to know. My Maruti van had a special facility which nobody has gone through, and it says that if you start the car and put it in first gear and don't disturb the accelerator, it will move at a slow speed even at through the waterlogged area until the water level has reached the engine top. And it was not that high level of waterlogging. And I drove and reached the lawyer's house at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and completed that meeting with him, because the case was to be heard next day. It was very vital meeting with the lawyer. So therefore, exam is preparedness. I passed these 2-3 exams only because I was prepared before time. you have to also be prepared as an administrator to solve the junior's problems. Some person may be very emotional, some person may be very disturbed for small things, and like that. Therefore, in Japan, what they did was they had an enclosed room which nobody can see. The door can be locked by the person who comes in, and there are rubber statues of all the persons, of MD, GM, all the persons, head of the department and all. So that if somebody is annoyed with one person, he goes and punches him merrily until his heart's content and comes out absolutely free, no worries, and his anxiety, his fear, his restlessness, all gone. So therefore, he has reached his level of good performance. There was another system made by one chairman cum managing director in another organization, is that some people would be always talkative, some people would not be working properly, so he would find out such persons, and he kept an empty room with glass windows all around, and he made them sit there, so that all persons going around would see who is the rejected person of the organization, and that made him feel insulted. And within a week, or sometimes within a week, fortnight, or within a month, such a person changes into active person only to save the humiliation of bad stare of people around. No words exchanged, nothing happened, no punishment, but the bad man becomes a good man only because of this exam attitude. That means the boss had that exam attitude of preparedness, how to make the junior active again in a psychological treatment. And I would give one example of preparedness, exam preparedness, in a cricket match called Swanton 11. I had gone to witness it at Eden Gardens at the ground, and seeing a cricket match on the ground and seeing on TV is heaven and hell difference. I saw Sobers was standing at short fine leg, and the bowler Ramadin was bowling. Ramadin was very famous googly bowler of West Indies, bowling from the other end, and he started running. I was wondering why, and I found Ramadin bowled Barrington's son, hit the ball, and Sobers caught the catch at deep fine legs. That is the preparedness. He saw the bowler's arm, and he saw the preparedness of the batsman, how he is holding the bat. He knew where the ball will go. That is something worth watching and something worth emulating. Thank you so much.